Our keynote speaker this morning embodies the spirit of our celebration, being rooted in honor and growing in sustainability in the service of the nation. Engineer Jose Ramon Ping P. Aliling, Secretary of the Department of Human Settlements across the country. A graduate of De La Salle University, a licensed civil engineer specializing in hydraulics and water resources. He has been recognized for both professional excellence and civic leadership, including being named one of the outstanding young men of the Philippines in civil engineering in 2015 for his impact on infrastructure development and community upliftment. His service orientation led him to be one of the governors of the Philippine Red Cross and director of the Confederation of Filipino Consulting Organizations, reflecting his strong dedication to both civic responsibility and professional excellence. And now, as Secretary of DSUD, he leads transformative initiatives that strengthen housing programs, modernize governance processes, and promote dignified communities. Efforts that closely align with the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals, which our university continues to advance through our instruction, research, extension, and public service. As Secretary, he has outlined a forward-looking 8-point agenda that sets the tone for DSUD's strategic direction. Among his top priorities are the expansion of the Pambansang Pabahay para sa Pilipino program, or 4PH, to include horizontal developments, reforms aimed at modernizing the department's regulatory processes through streamlined permitting and one-stop shops nationwide, and people-centric approach in addressing home buyers' concerns. Secretary Aliling's 8-point agenda serves as a call to action to build a DSUD that is proactive, people-oriented, and focused on delivering dignified, sustainable housing for all. To the UPLB and UP community, as we celebrate our 170th year and reaffirm our commitment to sustainable development and nation building, it is my honor to introduce our keynote speaker, Secretary Jose Ramon Ping P. Aliling.
Thank you for the kind introduction, Dean Amparo. University of the Philippines President Angelo Jimenez, former UP President Emil Javier, the Honorable Board of Regents of the University of the Philippines, UPLB Chancellor Jose Camacho Jr., and the distinguished members of the Student University Council, faculty, staff, alumni, and most especially, the students of this great university. My co-workers in government, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. It is a profound honor to be invited to stand before this distinguished assembly on the occasion of UPLB's 117th Foundation Day. Bago nga ako umalis sa bahay kanina, sabi ko sa aking mga magulang, sabi ko sa aking kapatid na sila ang mga alumni ng UP, pasensya na kayo, ang naimbitahan magsalita ay Lasallian. While I am an Atenean and a Lasallian by heart, I am deeply honored to be invited to speak during the Foundation Day of the UPLB. UPLB is a symbol of the pursuit of excellence and the unshakable belief that education, science, and service can transform a nation. 117 years. Think of what this institution has witnessed, endured, and built. And today, you celebrate not with complacency, but with a forward-looking challenge to advance the sustainable development goals in service of the nation. That is not just a theme, that is a declaration. The theme of today's celebration, rooted in honor, growing in sustainability, speaks directly what we at the DHSUD believe in. What is housing if not sustainability made physical? What is a home if the most fundamental SDG are not given concrete form? And what is a neighborhood if not a community's vote of confidence that tomorrow is worth building for? UPLB has long understood that the land we build on, the communities we grow, and the lives we shelter are all interconnected. It is no accident then that our two institutions, the UPLB and the DHSUD, have found each other in purpose and in partnership. Last December 2025, sabi ko kay Yusek Ed Robles, who's also an alumnus of the University of the Philippines, pasyal tayo sa UPLB para ma-inspection natin yung pinapagawa nating basketball courts saka mga pickleball courts. Pagpasok po ng coaster namin dito sa campus, sinalubong kami ng escort. So, nagulat ako, dinala kami sa admin building. Sabi ko, mukhang nakidnap ako ah. So, naalala ko yun, hindi pa ako kasi naka-undershirt pala ako, yung panloob, nandun na, so nag-jacket na lang ako. Pagbaba ko, nandun sila Chancellor, saka si Vice Chancellor. So, nag-usap kami, then sabi ko, dumadalaw ako to inspect the basketball court, the Tao Alpha Sports Complex, under construction during that time. Then, napag-usapan namin yung housing. Sa galing po ni Chancellor, bago po ako tumayo, nakakommit na kami ng 2 building ng housing. Let me put that in perspective. The last housing project implemented inside the UPLB was during the 1980s, nearly 45 years ago. In the intervening decades, the university grew, the staff grew, the community grew, but the housing did not. That changes now. Just 2 months after that initial meeting, a testament to the urgency and goodwill of both sides, DHSUD and UPLB formally launched the expanded 4PH rental housing for the UPLB. This project will generate 400 units and will serve around 1,200 individuals. Tulad po na nasabi ko kanina, sa galing ulit ng ating Chancellor, yung 2 buildings na kinumit natin, naging 3 na. So, again, ito po ay talagang nagpapatibay na ang national government ay talagang seryoso po. With our limited resources, of course, we are serious in addressing the housing backlog of the country. This project is modeled after our landmark Pook Marilag Residences project at UP Diliman, the pilot rental housing scheme under the expanded Pambansang Pabahay para sa Pilipino program. This project will have 8 buildings once completed with around 1,300 units. So almost 4,000 individuals po ang titira dito once ma-complete natin ang proyektong ito. We are replicating that model here at UPLB because the needs of UP Los Baños are just as real, just as urgent, and just as deserving of the nation's nation's attention. The message we send today is simple. The national government sees you. DHSUD sees the janitor who commutes 3 hours because there is no housing near the campus. We see the utility worker who lives in makeshift structure by the creek. We see the families who have waited decades for security of land tenure. Finally, their wait is over. Allow me to briefly share the broader picture of what DHSUD has been doing under the leadership of President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. because I believe it speaks directly to the spirit of this celebration, service to the nation rooted in honor. As of today, the national government has assisted home buyers and delivered over 423,000 housing units under the expanded 4PH program since 2022. We are on track to deliver 1.1 housing units until 2028. Nearly 400,000 families have received assistance from the Pag-ibig Fund with close to 75 billion pesos in housing loans disbursed. These are not just numbers. Every unit is a family that no longer wakes up wondering if the rains will flood their home. Every certificate of entitlement is a parent who can finally look at their child in the eye and say, "Atin itong bahay na ito." Every key turned over is a Filipino whose dignity has been restored. We have also improved the 4PH program to be truly inclusive. Rental housing, subdivision type development, the enhanced community mortgage program, presidential proclamation, and incremental housing are the modalities under this program. We included different modalities because we know that not every Filipino can own a condominium unit. Some need to rent, some need a lot they can build on gradually. Some need the legal recognition of land they have been occupying for generations. The expanded 4PH is designed to meet each Filipino where they are. In 2025 alone, we deployed bayanihan villages, organized clusters of modular shelter units to communities devastated by earthquakes in Cebu and Davao Oriental, and by typhoons across the country. Because housing in crisis is not charity, it is dignity. It is the foundation upon which a community can begin to rebuild. And across all of this, we have held to one standard: no shortcuts, no corruption. Ito po ang lagi kong sinasabi sa aking mga katrabaho sa DHSUD. We cannot allow 10% of corruption. We cannot allow 1% of corruption. Kaya tayo nagkaganito, itong recent na nangyari sa atin sa flood control, dahil ang mindset natin, basta 5%, basta 2%, okay lang yan. Ang corruption kasi parang apo yan eh, hanggat di mo pinapatay. Pag yan ay nasilaban, nabuhusan ng something na malalaki yung apoy, before you know it, malaki na. Ito ang nangyari dito sa ating flood control controversy. Lagi ko rin sinasabi na ang paglaban po sa korupsyon, whether sinasabi nilang imposible o hindi, ay hindi dapat sukuan. Ang pagsuko po, paglaban ng korupsyon, ay parang pagsuko na rin sa ating bayan. I want to speak for a moment not as a secretary, but as a Filipino who believes deeply in what this university represents. This country needs you, not just the diplomas you confer, but the values you instill. Not just the research you produce, but the conscience you cultivate. The theme you have chosen, rooted in honor, growing in sustainability, is more than an aspirational language. It is a framework for how public service must be conducted in this country. Rooted in honor, because if a government servant cannot be trusted, no program will succeed. No peso will reach those who need it. No policy will translate into progress. Growing in sustainability, because solutions that do not consider the next generations are not solutions at all. Every UPLB graduate who enters public service carries this institution's name. Let it be a name that demands something of them. Let it be a name that insists to be honest, be rigorous, be useful. At DHSUD, we have been privileged to work alongside with UP graduates in our technical teams, our project planning offices, our policy units, our project management office. Pagka kailangan na namin na bumaba sa ground, makipag-usap, pag very tight na ang sitwasyon, I always rely on our UP alumni co-workers in DHSUD because I am confident na babalik sila na may resulta. Isa lang po ang pinagbibiling ko sa kanila bago ko i-deploy sa ground. Huwag kayong babalik nang hindi nyo dala-dala yung result ng gusto natin. Ang nangyari, hindi sila bumabalik. Hindi bumabalik agad. Pero pag bumalik after a few days, nandyan ang resulta. So, ganyan ang pagkilala natin sa mga UP graduates. When we often speak of service to the nation as something lofty and abstract, but I have come to believe, after years in this work, that service to the nation begins with something very concrete, very simple, and very profound. It begins with a home. When a family has a safe roof over their heads, a child can study without fear. When a worker has affordable housing near their workplace, they arrive rested and productive. When a community is well-planned, resilient, and sustainable, the community becomes capable of participating fully in the life of the nation. Housing is not just bricks and mortar. It is the infrastructure of human dignity. A human dignity is the foundation upon which every SDG, every development goal, every vision of a better Philippines must rest. UPLB has spent 117 years building that foundation. In the minds of its graduates, in the fields of its research, in the communities it has served, this HSUD is proud to be your partner in continuing that work. To the awardees and honorees who will be recognized today, congratulations. You represent the finest tradition of this institution. May your excellence inspire those who will follow you. To the students, you are not just the future, you are the conscience of the present. Hold on to your roots. They were planted in honor. Let them grow towards sustainability. Muli, sa ngalan po ng national government sa pamumuno ni President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., kami po ay bumabate ng happy birthday, UPLB. Mabuhay ang UPLB, mabuhay ang bagong Pilipinas. Maraming salamat po.